Hey Aries, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for July 15th. Let's see what's going on with Aries. The heart of your reading, we have the Eight of Wands. Lots of momentum, perhaps a lot of communication back and forth, but with a purpose. There's intention to get something moving, to create some momentum here. What's the challenge for Aries? Forming a relationship? Possibly. With the Two of Cups, this is something that you're committing to, that you and another person or other people are feeling the same way, with the same goals. There's a sense of alignment in how you both feel. So the challenge being, let's see, the Two of Cups, when you're trying to get things moving and there's a lot of communication, could mean that you're dating. This could be like messaging back and forth, deciding whether or not to go out on a date, or you're not sure yet whether they feel the same way about you that you feel about them, or vice versa. Let's see, what are we focused on? Ace of Cups. I almost said the Ace of Love. I had to stop myself because this is the Ace of Cups, but it does stand for love. Your focus being either deciding whether or not you feel the same way as someone who has told you they care about you, they're interested in seeing you, spending time with you, getting to know you, possibly someone telling you they love you. Actually, since I wanted to say Ace of Love, I suspect that we're already to that point, although this could be like what comes before love, the precursor to actually feeling love. On the other hand, it might be you trying to find a way to express how you feel towards someone else, and this cup of love is something that you're holding on to, wanting to share, wanting to give to them, trying to figure out how. Show me the recent past. We have the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So we're talking about a pattern here. Anytime this sort of situation that you're in now has come up for you in the past, it seems to be perhaps with the same personality type, possibly same appearance or same physical qualities, because the King of Wands to me is one of the cards in the tarot that really represents physical attractiveness. The King, the Queen, and the Knight of Wands in different ways. When we're talking about a potential partner, this is someone who's very confident, very excited about life, and in the context of a relationship, they would bring you along for that ride. They would include you a lot in the activities that they do that are adventurous and exciting. They have a real zest for life. The Knight of Wands would be thrill-seeking, but the King is a bit more matured than that. They don't need to go cliff diving and parasailing, jumping out of airplanes. They, I think, measure and temper that desire for adventure with a sense of responsibility and being in good physical health in order to enjoy the more subtle things in life as well. So with a pattern coming back around again, Perhaps you'd been dealing with King of Wands in the past that had been more in their shadow energy, the reversed, and you're having a chance this time to do it again with someone who is in the more high vibrational expression of the King of Wands. Lower vibration or shadow side would have been selfish, and if that doesn't sound fun to me, then I'm not going to do it. Passionate about the things that interest them, but not so inclusive with their partner, not so willing to share in their partner's interests. So you may have another chance to connect with the type of energy that you enjoy in that exuberant, exciting, this is someone with charisma, very attractive, very fun, but more inclusive and more reciprocal. And I think it would be someone you haven't been in a relationship with in the past. The crowning position is the Fool in reverse. If you are concerned that you're going to get all infatuated and let your attraction for someone new sort of spiral and distract you from the rest of your life and responsibilities, that won't be the case this time. Because from Spirit's point of view, one of the best things that's going to come from this experience and this chapter in your life is you launching into something new, but with more caution, wiser, more aware of the things that could go wrong, the potential pitfalls that you're going to sidestep and avoid by perhaps taking your time with it. It's not only like pacing yourself and taking it slower, getting into a new relationship, but it's also because of your past experience. It's like an inevitable course of events that you will enter this chapter of your life, possibly this relationship, if that's what's happening for you, from a more life experience sort of perspective. You know what to look out for. You know the problems that you've dealt with in the past with others, and you're not going to repeat those mistakes again. Show me the near future. How does this story unfold for Aries? Here's the Queen. She came out in reverse, so I suspect that you're going to be a little shy in this person's presence. They're impressive to you, and whether you're aware of it or not, there's this impression that they've left on you that has you wondering whether or not they could ever like you. We'll see how the reading shapes up. I don't have an indication just yet. As an answer to that question. I don't think your self-esteem is suffering here, which is sometimes the case with the Queen of Wands in reverse, and that's what I was just trying to tap into to share if that was a message that needed to come through. But you're confident, you feel beautiful, you feel worthy, but there's something about this person's presence that is just like nothing that you've been close to in your life before. And it's that difference or aspect of the energy that you feel when you're around them. The reason for the reversal is what I'm getting at. If you were like ready for this and right on board and not a care in the world and fully expressing yourself, it would be in the upright. But the reason for the reversal is that when you're around this person, they just really impress you. It's almost to the degree of like being starstruck. It's like, think of a celebrity that you really admire, that you're a big fan of. And if you were, they're just a person, right? They're a human being. But in a certain sense, like they're larger than life. And when you happen to be around them one day, you're like, well, you're like, you can't speak, you're in shock a little bit, you're overwhelmed by their presence because it's them. You've seen them on the big screen and now here they are right in front of you, and there's something that doesn't compute in that moment of being starstruck. And it's like that, it's similar to that, the vibe or the energy that I'm picking up on for why you're going to feel, yes, like yourself, but like, not choking, but like unable to speak, maybe. Okay, moving on. Your surprise energy, we have the Two of Wands. This is being presented with a new path that you weren't expecting. You were headed in a certain direction, you thought you had a destination, and all of a sudden you have option B. Now, it's implied that that'll be an interesting, attractive new option for a life path or a direction you can go or an activity that you can participate in that you weren't anticipating. It's likely you're going to want to say yes. I'm not suggesting that, and Spirit isn't like sending you that message. Kind of like a prediction of it's going to be something that will suit you, and your instinct might be to say yes. Show me hopes and fears. What are we hopeful for? What are we afraid of? You're hopeful for a lot of opportunity to maintain your independence and freedom, to always feel happy because things are going your way, for life to be easy and joyful. The Sun energy. I'm not getting a lot of the fear aspect off of this, but if you're hoping for this, that tells me that you're not currently feeling this way. Let's see. Yeah, so the fear aspect might just be that you're afraid it'll never quite be that way for you. Show me the end result. How do these energies resolve for Aries? Okay. Six of Swords tells me that there's something about your current environment that rubs you the wrong way, and you are maybe hindered from entering a relationship as fully yourself because of the way your current environment is making you feel or holding you back. The Six of Swords tells us that you will find a way to exit whatever portion of your life or environment that you occupy right now that feels off. You'll find a better place to replace that with. And for some of you, it could be like your home environment, but I think it's more nuanced than that in this case. It feels like oh yeah, okay. Some of you are currently roommates with a group of people, and you wouldn't want to bring a new person that you're dating around your roommates because it's maybe an unhealthy or problematic relationship with the roommates. Maybe your roommates create an unwelcoming home environment where you wouldn't want to bring a potential partner because it doesn't reflect well on you or accurately about you personally. This could be that you're distracted by a problematic work environment, and while you've met someone new and you really want to start a relationship with them or get to know them better, you know that the way that your work is affecting your emotions and your psyche is just really draining and kind of toxic, and you're having a lot of stress in your life because of that, and you want to resolve that so that you can feel more like yourself, less headachy, less stressed, more fun-loving. So I think whatever it is like that, whether it's your work, something about school, something about your friends, a place you spend your time, it has to do with like location, causing discomfort or stress that's affecting, it's like bleeding out into other areas of your life negatively. You're going to get out of that, so that's a good sign. It implies that once you do, you'll be feeling more free to explore and connect with this new person. You might actually need to, the Six of Swords change of environment could be motivated in order to get away from someone who's controlling. This could be, like a controlling or angry boss or father figure, with the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck there. Let's get you some advice. Empress in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so we just had the Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Now we have the Empress in reverse. We have the King and Queen of Wands here in this reading. It really speaks to the energy of partnership, of being a good fit. That energy is here as we discuss the topic, which implies that the person who's on your mind right now has the potential of being a good fit or a good experience for you to connect with. Your advice as the Empress in reverse is perhaps an upgrade from the way that you're seeing yourself or the qualities that we're focusing on in the near future for you with the Queen of Wands in reverse, because the Empress represents all four queens. I feel like Spirit is reminding you of all of the aspects of you as a whole. You've done so much work on yourself. You've really elevated, raised your vibration, and in so doing, to not expect perfection. Like, just because this King of Wands might seem larger than life, or like you're just awestruck and you can't string a sentence together when you're in his presence, he's also perhaps I almost said faulty, but I mean, he has faults. Everyone is imperfect. So the message here is, recognize that if you're feeling a little shy or a little less than your best, try to put it in perspective that you're not the Queen of Wands in reverse, you're an Empress. And you can be shy, and you can say weird things, and you can I'm getting the impression of someone who, like, putting your foot in your mouth. You know, like when you tell the wait staff, they're like, enjoy your meal, and you're like, you too. It's that sort of embarrassing, bumbling, I messed up my words sort of energy that I'm getting off of this, like, I can't keep it together when I'm around them. And I think you're starting to let that get to you a little bit more than you should. Spirit's reminding you that if they're the right person for you, and it's seeming like they're a fit from the energy that I'm picking up on, those quirky moments are part of what's going to make them fall for you. It's like if you were just this like glossy, faultless, that would be like having an AI girlfriend. And this person wants someone with flaws, someone who's real. Not saying like in a healthy way. They're not going to judge you for your flaws, and they recognize that they have flaws as well. You may not have seen them yet, or you may not think of them as flaws the same way that he does. All right. Aries, I hope that helped. I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow.